Hey guys, Jurassic Man here, and today I'm gonna review the Star Wars Black Series ATST driver and ATST itself. Now before I get this review, I want to make a little message. First off, I liked how a lot of people voted for the Rampage figure to be reviewed first, but honestly, I was more excited to review this guy, mainly because I found him $20 off, well, $15 or $25 off on Walmart. On my trip to Walmart, I found the Rampage Lizzie, and I also found this guy for I think $25, $24, $29, somewhere around that line. But either way, it dropped from the $50 price down to almost $30 or less. And I was very excited to get this. Now, I really want to do that vote because I really want to see what would you guys want to see first. So, this is the second review I'm going to have for this contest. And after that, I have no idea what's going to happen next. But all I know, I'm going to review the heck out of this ATST. Now let's get started. First off, the ATST is a huge vehicle in the Star Wars franchise. It's not technically the largest, but it's technically one of the most iconic vehicles in the Star Wars franchise. Now this is actually a re-release of this sculpt. The original came back, I think, around 2012 or 2013, but it was released for an exclusive Black Series wave. I think it was exclusive to Target, but it was exclusive for a little while, and it came with other figures. It was an Endor pack, so obviously it had to have some Ewoks, some playsets, some characters, but this one just came with the ATST and a pilot. Now, I really wish I got that set when it first came out, but honestly, I did not have money for that, and at that time, I wasn't really much of a good person. Well, you know, person that gets good grades, but either way, I couldn't get this at the time, and now I got this 1 year later. Now, I have seen this in Walmart so many times, and they're always so expensive, so I was pretty glad to see that they were having a sale for it. I think it was like almost 50% off. But either way, I managed to get one, and I'm so happy to finally get it. Because I saw it in shelf, and I really wanted this, and it was so exciting to finally get it. So yeah, that's this summary of how I got this, and why I really love this ATST. And honestly, the ATST is literally the third or second most iconic vehicle next to the AT-AT, and probably the X-Wing, or the Millennium Falcon. I think it's the 4th place out of 5. I don't know if the Death Star counts as a vehicle. It's more of a ship, but a ship is a vehicle, so let's get rid of all this nonsense and let's get right to a review. So before I review this ATST, I want to show you guys the little pilot that it comes with. Now the pilot itself is a pretty standard Black Series figure. It is not like the super articulated one, as you can see here. I have this Cassian figure from the Black Series line, and as you can see, there are some differences. Like, for one, there's no hip joint, it is just swivel. This is the reason why it's like this between this one. It's because this is supposed to be a pilot, so there's no really real articulation. So when he lays his legs down, it is very flat and very nice, unlike Cassian here, where if he lays down, his legs are more wide because he's in the stance and pulls. So the little articulations and weird designs accompanies the ATST, as it could fit easily in there. He comes with a little blaster accessory, which is a pretty standard blaster, and he comes with a removable helmet. Now the sculpt on this is alright, but I kind of just like the helmet on because, you know, you don't really see the faces of the people. So yeah, there's that. So let's get right to the AT-AT, or ATST. Let's get right to the ATST. Now I want to get started that this is a really good ATST. Now I have seen the original Kenner ones and the Power of the Force ones, and I gotta say they're alright. Not really my taste because they look so funky, you know. But the ATST comes with a significant amount of articulations and sculpt. Okay. So the ATST comes with a swivel head, you can see right here, and basically you could turn that head 360, or so often, as it can only reach from the side, giving the ATST a sideways view of a surrounding. So basically, that's as far as its legs can take it. Mainly is hindered by the lower part of his head hitting the main body, but there's that. Anyways, you can just swivel the head back in place and you get nice articulations for the display and posability. Now he does come with these nice jointed legs. My problem with his ATST, it has a hard time standing. The ATST is not supposed to stand like this. It's supposed to stand a bit better, but this is how far the limitation of the articulations I could go before the ATST falls over from its top heavy head. It is not the toy's fault, it's the design of the vehicle. In reality, if this ATST was real, it would really fall over a lot, just like in the movie. But those fall over because, you know, Ewok traps and all that stuff. But in reality, if this was real, it would have stronger, thicker legs, sort of like the AT-AT. But let's get right to articulations. Now he does have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points of articulations. Now I say 2 up here because it comes with a hinge on the main body along with a swivel on the side to give this nice wide range of movement. However, that is not necessary, as I said, because this ATST does have a hard time standing. He has a knee joint which can move really far, but I would leave it right here along with knee joints, and I like to align these two because this makes a perfect standing position. So you should align these two, but the knee or the ankle joint moves pretty well, and along with the ankle, here's the part of the foot. Well, in the animal terms, this is actually the foot right here, but what I'm trying to say is this ATST has a weird looking legs. Now it does come with a ratchet joints, so you can hear that, along with the foot right here. These nice tight articulations make it well so that the ATST can stand vertically right. I say vertically right because it's not really well right. But let's get right to articulations on the head as well. Now the head has these panels on the eyes right here, which is a see-through glass. And if you look closely in there, you can see there are the seats up there inside. And that's how the pilots are able to see where they're going and how they're seeing. He does have this mounted cannon right here. Now this is the standard cannon it would come with, but this version came with a little rocket. Let me just get that out. Now it came with this little rocket right here, which is mainly a blaster, and it has some shooting mechanics here. So it does have a play feature. However, they suck. I don't know why. I think it's just mines, but I've seen people launch these and they go pretty far. I'm currently pressing it right now and it's not launching. I'm literally pushing them in all the way, but they don't go far. They just slide out like butter. But what you can do is that there's this hinge right here, and what you can do is pull this part out, as this head or this mounted gun has a hinge right there as well, and you just pop that right in there. Now the struggle is real with this guy because he does have a very loose joint right here on the hand, but it has to be loose because well, there's that, but it doesn't want to go in all the way. I don't know why. I'm not probably pushing it in right or in the right hold. But yeah, that's how it's supposed to look right on the cannon. And what would you do is that you would press the button underneath and that will launch them, but instead it just slides butter out. So let's switch it back with his main cannon. He does have these others right here. I don't know what this is, but it swivels as well. And it comes with another one. These are just standard guns. That's over here. I'm guessing this is like the military gun and or the arsenal, and here is the cannons or the bombs that it would launch and drop. I don't know too much about the ATST, to be honest. And then there is this coloration. If you look at the coloration, you can see that it has a very dirt-like color. I don't know why it has that. I know that Endor does not have that kind of look and style to it. But yeah. It has slight browning around the body. And is very plain and gray colorations. Oh wait. You know what? I think I had this upside down. Hang on. Yeah! Yeah, this is supposed to, I thought this was the tip of the missile, but that's where it goes in. This is the tip. No wonder I got confused. Let's do this little repeat right here. What you do is that you just push this in here, and you hear it locks in place. And then, yeah, no more sliding butter. It's actual gun. Sliding butter. So yeah, it has this nice brownish coat around the body, making it look rugged. As you can see, the feet right here has this nice brown underneath and on top. Nothing underneath here, it's just standard. But it has that nice look that it's been walking around muddy or dry area. In fact, I think this could go well in like a Jakku set. And I think that's what they were trying to do, you know, like the last battle of the Empire, the Jakku. And that's what it is right now. It's like covered in sand, it's covered in dirt. To be honest, there's no blemishes, there's no scratches. I think this is like very fresh and new. Because if you think about it, the Empire doesn't really use these much as military, more as a patrol. You know, sort of like a guard duty or something like that. So it kind of is kind of good that it has no scratches or anything like that, because they would not really go on the front line until very recently and later on. So yeah, the cannon, it's alright. The articulations is very great. And I really love this sculpt. But what really kills this, or not kill it, but what really sells this, is that it comes with a pilot. And if you open up here, you can see it has a hatch. You can put someone standing right here in the middle, or you can lift this up. Now the hatch itself has some stickers inside on both ends, and it comes with no controls in the front, but it does come with seats. And what you do is that you put your guy in this side. I'm gonna put in this side because British. You click it in place, and then he'll be inside. Now you can't hardly see, but if you look closely, there is someone in there. So there's that. So let's get right into comparisons. As you can see here, here's a standard 3.75 inch figure. It's casting as well, and it stands pretty well. You know, looking from this angle, it is really tall, and it does very fit well with these lengths of figures. And yeah, it's a pretty good sculpt. It's pretty good size, and yeah. Sorry about the yes. So many yes. Now here's a comparison with the Kenan Velociraptor from the first movie. And I gotta say, the scale wise is pretty alright. I don't know if they'll be really that size, since this figure is more scale with the 4-inch figures. And of course it is 3.75 inch. So I guess it is the right size. I just don't know if it fits well in the universe. If some of the old Star Wars stuff had horses, I'm pretty sure they should have some dinosaurs in there. If you think about it, I think there is a race of dinosaurs. There gotta be. It's Star Wars. They got based almost everything out of real life animals. And here it is compared to the Kenan Stegosaurus from the Lost World. And scale wise, I'm gonna say it's alright. I don't know if the ATST would be that tall, but I'm pretty sure this would be the proper scale for these two. And just to be clear, I don't really know much the size of Star Wars. If there is a size comparison with this guy, I'll get a size chart somewhere on the left or right, and you can pretty much see the size between the two on real life. But yeah, And here's a size comparison with the RC Jeep Wrangler. And for a car, I don't think it's proper size, but for standing next to each other, this is really cool looking. I think it might be proper size, I don't know. But either way, this looks really cool next to each other. This can't be a Jurassic Man review without having one of the big T-Rex right next to a big figure. So, here it is compared to the original Red Rex. Now the scaling, I have no idea if this is alright or not. Again, I'll put another chart in the bottom to see if it scales properly. And yeah, it looks really good scaled. I don't know if the scaling is right, I don't know, scale. But you know what, they're figures, and kids that love playing with these. Although it is a black series, so I can't really tell kids to play this, because, you know, kids they're not very good with playing with very good detailed toys. They always like to destroy it, like, all the time. Heh, yeah. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this review. If I had to give this guy a score, I would give it a 5 out of 5. Because it has a really good sculpt, it has nice articulations, its colors are okay, but, you know, they were pretty much gray in the entire movie, so it's nice to have a bit of dash of colors into it. Articulations are on point, and this standing problem is a bit of an issue, but I'm pretty sure they already have standing issues in real place. But yeah, so I hope you guys like this review. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.